Hi, this is Teacher Jen from Camglish.com and welcome again to a new lesson on essential English patterns. Today we will discuss a very easy pattern. It's the pattern, how often do you? How often do you? How often do you? So this pattern means you're asking someone how many times do they do something. Again, how many times do they do something? So when you use this pattern, you are asking that to someone. Again, how often do you? Now, let's discuss the following sample sentences so that you can understand the pattern better. Let's start with number 1. How often do you wash your car? How often do you wash your car? So in this question, you are asking someone how many times they wash their car. Maybe in a month, or in a week, or in 1 year. Number 2, how often does this happen? How often does this happen? So in this question, you're asking someone how many times an event happens. Okay? How many times? Now number 3, how often do you go to the movies? How often do you go to the movies? So here in this question, you're asking someone how many times do they watch movies? Number 4, how often do you go out to eat? How often do you go out to eat? So here, you're asking someone how many times they go out and eat at restaurants. And number 5, how often do you visit your mother? How often do you visit your mother? So here, you're asking someone how many times do they visit their mother. Maybe their mother is at a very far place or in the province, or they're not just living with their mother in one house. Okay, so I think our pattern is easy. Okay, so now it's our time to make our own sentence. So my sentence is, how often do you take a bath? How often do you take a bath? So in my question, I'm asking you how many times do you take a bath? Maybe in a day or in a week. Okay? So now how about you? What is your sentence? Very good. Now, let's have a review and read the sentences once more. Please follow me. How often do you wash your car? How often do you wash your car? How often does this happen? How often does this happen? How often do you go to the movies? How often do you go to the movies? How often do you go out to eat? How often do you go out to eat? And how often do you visit your mother? How often do you visit your mother? Very good. Now, let's go on to the dialogue part. And for dialogues 1 and 2, I will be speaker A and you will be speaker B. Let's start with number 1. I haven't been to a play for a long time. Usually once or twice a year, or usually only once or twice a year. Okay, how about number 2? I'm going to visit my sister this weekend. At least once a month. Very good. So as you can see, our pattern for today is very easy to use in our daily conversation. Now let's go back here, and I want you to review this simple pattern together with the sample sentences. I want you to memorize the sentences because they might come in handy when you're expressing yourself in English. Also, don't forget to make your own sentences as well so that you can practice using the English language. So now, this is the end of our lesson. I hope you learned something for today. This is Teacher Jen from Camlish.com saying goodbye and see you on our next video. Goodbye!